Welcome gamers to episode 4 of this Let's Play series. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel and welcome to this series. This series is sponsored by Stardock, so I just want to thank Stardock for that. I think I may have forgotten in the last episode to mention that. Anyway, this is a sponsored series. This is now version 1.9 of the game. We covered that one in the last episode. I'll be doing more than what the sponsorship encompassed, basically. So even though I missed last episode, so I'll make up for it. There is I think I missed it. There's a link up in the top corner there if you do want to grab the game. It's an incredible game that's changed a lot. It's very positive. There's still a lot to do, but the game doesn't launch for another few weeks. So they've been doing a lot of work in the interim. So it's been great, actually. It's been great to sort of see the development of the game. It's been the polish in it is really, really cool. It's an energetic game to play, and by that I mean you feel energized when you play it. Like everything's nice and bright, but it still works. The user interface is really exceptional. Like it's exceptionally good, and I'm very fussy about that usually. Like it's I mean I play games where I make allowances for it, but when I've got a game like this, I can play this game for extended periods because of the user interface. Other games where the user interface I think has really excelled in over different iterations, for example, is Age of Wonders. I feel energized by that one as well. And Gal Civ for me is in the same category in that sort of way. Okay, let's continue on. One thing we wanted to start off with was, this is our homeworld here, Aurora Prime, but one thing we wanted to do at the very, very start was to actually look at our leadership and actually go and start to bring them into the picture. And so what we do through that is we just go to our leaders and then we just go across to the commanders of the actual ships themselves. So we've got the recruitment, we can sort of bring them in. Now I can actually still afford to bring in one more of these if I wanted to, but I don't need to at this stage. We've got ministers back and through here sort of working away. I may even have another look at some of these. Like this one here, the Minister of Exploration. We don't need this anymore. He may be a better choice. In fact, he probably is our best choice for a commander. Yeah, +3 control and pacifism. Yeah, anyway, that's not that that's going to impact what he does in control of a ship. If we have a look at the other guys that we've got 12 resolve. I'm just looking at the resolve and diligence. They're the two that really apply. 8 and 8 is good through there as well. This one here is a total of 17. This one's a total of 16. This one here is a total of 19. So he does actually have a lot. Now the thing in this particular one, the Minister of Exploration it's the diligence that's important. So we could put him in there. See any other bonuses? Military Child, yeah, that's okay. And Asteroid Miner. I'm not going to really worry him, I don't think. All right, so anyway, let's just go back across. We've got governors as well. We've got a few on the different planets. We've got diplomats. We've got commanders. So the commanders are really where we're into factions. I don't think we've got any real say in these at this point in time. We'll just go to these command ships. What we want to do here is actually pick the best ships for our commanders, and we do want to make good use of these because really we really are geared up to actually have these sorts of ships with good commanders on board. So the Path of Ruin in through here is a frigate. It's got a mass of 8 out of the 10 mass. It moves at 8, sensor range 5, so it's got fairly good through there. Especially it is a flagship, so a tactical AI allows the ship to integrate itself easily into larger fleets. And so increased hit points based on the commander's diligence, increased attack based on the commander's resolve, and doesn't require any logistics. So this can just be attached for free anywhere. It does actually come with, if we just press the shift and then just hover over this one. So we've got a kinetic attack, which unfortunately means that we don't get to fire long range. We only get to fire short range. So it's a little bit weak in that sense. It's got a 10 armor rating though. Titanium. It's a combination of weapon power. Yeah, that's okay. That's just the where we are there. Conquest rating of 1. That's nothing much. And then we've got the hit points. So just a frigate hull through there. So I'm not super happy with the kinetic attack. We can eventually sort of change it. Let's have a look at the anvil. This one has got more hit points. This is another frigate, 8 out of 10. So less of a ship and more of a prototype laser with an engine attached. This sounds interesting, actually. The more experience the crew gets with the laser, the more powerful it will become. And so increased hit points based on the commander's diligence, increased attack based on the commander's resolve, +1 beam attack per level. So this is actually sounding pretty damn good, actually. So let's have a quick look and see what it's got. So it's got a beam attack of 6, which means we can actually fire in deep space. Experimental laser gives it a +6, and then it's got shield strengths as well. And so shield generators back in through that side, and it does actually have a conquest rating of 1 and and hit points of 9. So it's got the frigate hull and then the hull support, amount of damage a ship can take before it's destroyed. This one is also special flagship, but it does add its logistics back in. It's only 2. It's not bad. That's the Anvil. The next one is the Iron Fist. Again, it's a 415 sort of parameters at the top there. Same mass, same moves, same sensor range. I think they're all the same as those. Yep, they are. This one is 2 logistics as well. Initially designed to counter rebellions, this warship is equally adept at forcing good behaviour from our workers and our enemies. So plus 20% manufacturing to worlds in this ship's radius. That's interesting. Increased hit points based on diligence, increased attack based on commander's resolve. I am thinking that we end up getting the Anvil as our main attack weapon. If we go back to our ministers, there's even more hit points. Let's just go and drag him back out. Now, the Minister of Exploration. Let's just leave it there for a second. We'll just go back to the commanders. So the attack is based on resolve. Okay, and the hit points is based on diligence. So, whereas the ministers, this one here, is based on diligence. So, there's sort of a bit of a waste to use to have him there. I'm thinking I might put him in that role. So we still get +8 in through there, but we now have a much better resolve and diligence person for the Anvil, and then I might use this one for the extra. Let's have a quick look at the commanders yet again. So the Iron Fist. So it's just flat 20%. So if we go with the diligence, that's going to increase the hit points. Sorry, the resolve is going to increase the attack. Well, in fact, that's probably better off with the Anvil. And then we just protect the ship. Just make sure it is protected. So let's go and do that. Let's really improve what's going to happen in here. So we're just going to drag that one across. So this is Al-Qaid Dawdi is going to be in charge of the Anvil. Is a lifelong bureaucrat committed to due process above all. Well, not anymore. You are now a ship commander with incredible resolve, incredible attack. And so the resolve, this one here will now do even more damage because of his abilities, which will be good. And he's got 14 hit points because of him as well. This one over across here, I'm thinking of using this one in here. What does this one have? This is, come on, give me the, okay, kinetic attack again. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I don't think I can drag them back out. Okay. Look, I'll grab both and we'll just get the 20%. So I'll throw them both in there. So this one now is a 14 as well. That one's a 14 with 5 attack. This one's the interesting one though. Yeah, beam attack of 9.6 now. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. I am happy. So let's just click on done. So we had both of those. We've still got money just to burn in here. And so we now have 2 ships, the EV Anvil 1 and the Iron Fist back in through here as well. Now the Iron Fist is going to give us the boost to our production. We want to make sure that we then go to the world that has got the best production. So if we go to our worlds, we can see there that Aurora Prime is really the one with 9. If we go to Mapingo 6, it's not really going to help us much. These are our core worlds. Yeah, so I think Aurora Prime is going to be ideal for this one. I don't know if we can actually make use of let's standby, sentry, survey. Actually, we can survey with both these ships. So let's go off and do that. They should be able to look after themselves fairly well. So we'll then just go off. And I'll get this one as well. The Anvil, I do want to start to have it move around the galaxy. Eventually I want it to be part of a bigger fleet. So we'll just get it to survey. That's also going to then well, it's going to give them experience. And this is really what we're trying to do at this stage. So they will level up eventually. So this one's just coming across. This is our other EV spotter at this stage. Much, much more hit points than the other ships. If we have a look at this one here as well, we do actually have citizens. Now it does flick across. I forget how to look at the citizens. I forget how to do it. Go to sentry. Oh, it might be this. No, it's not. Yeah, I forget how to actually look at the citizens that are in the flagship. Anyway, it's not going to matter that much. We've got our main commanders now sort of going off, and these are going to be really what our faction is sort of all about because of the loyalty and also the, I think it was experience or something that we ended up choosing for this particular faction. All right, that's pretty much got that done. Let's just end our turn there. Here we go. We've come across the Taurians. So, ruler Starblaze, an unwavering force in this interstellar dance of power. Your inspired individualism has not gone unnoticed. Yes, we're individualists by the Taurian regime. Let us set aside our differences and forge a new path together, for the stars await our united legacy. You have nothing to fear. We have no intention of making you slaves today. We're reasonable to this and open up new deals. We're skeptical of ever becoming friendly. Now, I don't know much about them. I'm just going to go into we're reasonable. Research is now complete on space elevators, which is good. So we do have to sort of figure things out a little bit in here. Now, I might come back to this. We've got space weapons now. We've got starbase modules. This is what I do want right now, actually. So starbase modules, without even thinking about it. Definitely want that one coming through. Now, where are they? Hopefully, they haven't taken anything just yet. Here's one of our probes. We've got some creatures back over here. We're going to have to be careful of these. These are very, very strong. So we're going to need to get fleets together before we sort of go after those. Yeah, we might have to start building after we get this next colony ship. Yeah, I don't know where we saw them. I'm unsure where we actually caught up with them. Oh, that's them there. Okay. Oh, that's a sniper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, we can grab this one. Colonized planet, yes. Okay, so 2 giant precursor structures orbit the poles of Eldritch 2. They seem to have been used to somehow terraform a Promethean gas giant into a habitable world. We were able to use the Promethean stored in them to increase the range of any ship built by our shipyard. Our scientists think that they can do more with these giant machines and would like your permission to study them further. What are your orders? So we can see if we can terraform. We get +2 usable tiles, which would be very, very useful. See if there's any way to boost the land we have now, so +1 improvement level, and see what you can do to shut the containers up. We get +10 control. I'm actually happy with this getting 2 more usable tiles. +1 improvement level. Let's go that way. So Eldritch is now another one that we can now start to bring in. We can bring another governor in for there. Let's wait and see. Actually, what have we got in here? This will give us a bit of a feel. We're only getting three of the base. If we go back across to our planets again. In fact, if we go to this diplomacy, actually now that we've got diplomacy, we can now start, I think we can start to sort of see how things actually do develop. Now these are, their behaviours are opportunistic and xenophobic. So they're not really going to, we can go to trade. What do they have? Illyrium and other modules. Exploration treaty, techs. They've got a few there, whereas we've only got hyperwave radio, which is not really worth a lot, to be honest. I don't think they're going to deal with us. So we've got different sort of sentinels back in through there. They've got a couple of probes. That's okay. I think we're sort of okay where we are. Just say goodbye and just to see how things actually develop. But we're going to have to start gearing up, I think, anyway, for combat, because we've got now pirates and we've got other things. The pirates we can deal with our ships back in through here, but we'll leave that alone just for a little while. Just got to hope that we don't that they don't colonize these worlds that we want. Right, so we have, this is the fighter craft that we were bringing across back up this way. Now, I was bringing this one in to just go and sit on Mapingo. Yeah, that's this is a better industrial world. I thought there was a way for us to get a graph, or like a graph of all the planets that we actually have under our control. It's not that one. It might be under the data bank. Oh, here we go. Yes, core world. So what we want to look at through here is basically what our research can be. Now, Aurora Prime is currently doing more research, but Aurora Prime itself has got, well, it probably is our best location, really. If we just go and have a bit of a look at it. The inputs are only 3 technology, though. And this is why I don't really want this to be my main industrial, like my main research centre. I think I'll wait until I get Chavira 3 and then we'll have a bit of a look at it. So let's just click on done. So we'll actually just leave everything where it is for now. We'll just keep on generating more and more money. Yeah, balance of power. Now we've actually got a higher level of balance of power with our military and economic power. Whereas there's actually their military power is half ours. So they're in a bit of a problem in terms of what's going on. I might even just leave it on this one here, just for a little while. So what have we got? We've got an event. So this is our Barty 3 planet report. Economic advisors on our Barty 3 discover rare resources under their planet's most fertile region. They want permission to excavate the land to reach these resources. They promise to set up a small exhibit for all the species that they exterminate. So go ahead, we get +1 wealth. Farming is not a massive problem to us. It will be, but we'll be going to be able to always catch up with it. Now, nihilism goes up. Now, we're not really nihilistic. Absolutely not. Pacifism is also not what we are. We can only have one of the two. So we can invest. Collectivism. Looks like we can't do that one. Collectivism is the opposite of who we are. We're individualists. So we're going to have to go with nihilism. So we'll just have to go that way. It's not really what we're about, but it's close enough. Yeah, cultural progression. I can actually upload some of these now. So we do actually have individualism in through here. So this one spawns the ship, the Independence. Independence in colonies nurtures self-radiance, self-reliance. I can get one of any of these. We have 15 culture points to spend. What do we get there? We get fairness. We get 3 free colony ships. 10% approval boost to all worlds. So that's actually not a bad one. 10% approval. Yeah, 3 free colony ships. Wow. It's not bad, is it? Traditionalists would probably be okay as well. Now, we're probably not quite ready for, like, of the planets we have. There's another 1 or 2 that I would love to get, but we don't need them just yet. We're going to be able to use that later on. Progressivism, so give us Eureka, so temporary approval boost after discovering new tech. No, that's not really us. I think of individualism here, and we'll just get this other ship. Minus 15% decay from colonies, and so this one here, we'll just grab that one. So this one's only going to cost us a smallish amount. Still got 8 points left over. All right, that's good. Just click on done, and so we now should have the new ship, the Independence, which can also go off and survey. Now, the Independence is a frigate again. Ship is known to seek out freedom and adventure in the open expanse, so prototypes are unique. Let's just go and get that one to also now start to survey, just so we can get other bonuses. What does this one have? This one is 3. Yeah, it's not very strong. Not very strong. I don't know if we can actually place someone on that one. Commanders. Yeah, no, this is just the other ships, the new ships. Right, that's fine. So these are moving across. We are going to butt heads with the Taurians at some point. Then we have to figure out what to do with that. They're a long way ahead in tech. That's a bit of a problem for us. Yeah. So they're wanting someone just to govern Elder Sitch. Now, Elder Sitch has got three. That one's got 4.6. Actually, that's the actual research itself. If we have a quick look at these planets, the overall is 5.4, so it's actually higher than most others. We are still building other different things in through here. And Albadi, it's only got 2 research areas in through there, so not really good enough for a main research planet. We do want to get a good research planet. Let's just keep on moving into here. Now we have spot a survey. So our flagship finds a derelict mining drone drifting aimlessly in space. The drone appears to be from an advanced civilization, is still functional. Your engineers managed to reprogram and repair the drone. Upon confirmation, the drone is added to your fleet. So reprogram the drone so we get +1 Helios ore or +1 Durantium. Now Helios, what does that one give us? I can't remember what Helios does. Durantium we can use immediately, basically. Let's just go with Durantium for now, even though it's more common. We've now got the Starbase modules. We've now got the boarding the colony ship from Aurora Prime. So we're going to go and grab this particular group in through here. So they can now just go and do that one. That's good. And we want to now start to get Starbases everywhere, if we can. So we've got another one of these. Just close that one off for now. And then deal with this. So the actual planets we now have available to us. We have Chavira 2, which is excellent, but with low population growth. Actually, all of these are fairly smallish. Don't know what's, how we can sort these out any better. But this one here, Chavira 2, yeah, these aren't great with research. None of these are really research planets. That's a class 2, class 20, Mapingo 3. It does have the precursor nanites. What else have we got? That's class 1, class 2. And Chavira 3, we're on the way for that one. We're literally one turn away from getting that. We've got Chavira 2 as well. Now this one does have the Durantium cloud. So this is a precursor well constructed through collected Durantium asteroids. Durantium is a very valuable exotic metal, yeah, blah, blah, blah. This one here, we do end up a precursor well constructed through collected Durantium asteroids. Durantium is, yeah, so we've got that one through there. Pollution is high, is medium. We do get Promethean here as well. This looks probably more interesting than the other one, even though it's an amazing one. It's actually got better, it's got more we can do with it. What's the farming like? The farming is better here at Chavira 3. All right, let's do Chavira. Actually, Chavira 3 we're doing anyway. What am I doing? Mapingo 2 is a class 20. It does have a boreal. That's going to, these wells make good targets to colonize, and then so we do actually have a bit of farming there. Yeah, so we can grow food, and then the precursor nanites is, so these relics can be found dormant on many worlds, endlessly trying to prepare the galaxy for their lost masters. Precursor nanites can be an effective ground combat weapon. Look, that's sort of where we've got like a lot of stuff in the Mapingo system. Have we got another one on its way? We've got a few colony ships. Yeah, this one's actually now moving across. Let's just go and grab Chavira 3. So we've now got that one. The next colony ship we have is this one here, which is actually already going to Mapingo 3. So I think that really the only one we've got left now that's of any use to us is to send the last colony ship across to Chavira 2, back in through here. Yeah, Curry 1 we can't do. That's pretty much it. Mapingo 3 is underway. Yep, I'm happy with that. So away we go. And that's pretty much then got all of the good planets in around us under control. And now it's the time to start to consolidate. So it puts us in a good position. All right, so that's the planets done. Let's go back into research. Now, Space Doctrine unlocks frigate-class ships and the ability for ships and starbases to auto-volley. This is important to us. Asteroid mining is also important to us. All of these are important. All of these. But I think Space Doctrine to get the frigates. Let's go and grab that. Done. Okay, so that's good. Now we have this new ship which can't survey. So this is actually the erector. Oh, sorry, these are the constructors. Now we've got an area down in here where I can get a couple of Illyrium. So these are for advanced beam weapons, and I do want that. I want that badly, actually. How many ships have we got in here? 2 ships. Yep, Erector 1 and Erector 2. Now, definitely want to go into this location. Now, that's the build area. We may be able to even grab all of these from in here somewhere. So that one would be able to pick up that Illyrium. I may be able to go a bit further in and pick up all 3, which would be fantastic. The next starbase, we do actually have some antimatter there and some antimatter over here. Again, that would be good. We've got Durantium back over this way, just one of them. I would like more than that. There's more Illyrium over here. Getting the 3 Illyrium that we've got is going to be useful. It's just space junk. There's nothing else we can sort of really see down through this other side. There's no other goodies anywhere. If we have a bit of a look through. Yeah, we've got more Durantium back over here. Just one. And then we've just got these Illyrium, the antimatter. Oh, hang on, there's a Promethean and a antimatter. I can actually split the difference there and get both of those. So let's do that with this other one. Now we have to be a bit careful of space pirates and things. That's good. So we're going to go off and grab those. We do have 5 modules. We will need to go and build. So idle shipyard. We'll just go and build the next ship. So we don't want any more colony ships. We really can't, even though it's sort of suggesting that we do that, I really can't do it. The payload, this is a freighter, a trade ship that we could send through the Taurians. We've got a probe as well, just to get more things done. I think that the picket would be good, just to get a few of these fighters. Now, we want to make sure that we're using the fighters with the best, like either beam or probably beam, I think. Beam is sort of like your middle range sort of ship. If we have a bit of a look at this one here. Yeah, beam attack with the pickets. Let's grab a few of these. We want one of these on each location, plus a few of these in with the fleets as well. So that one is done. Then we have an event. So within the debris field are the remains of a precursor relic. After some study, we've learnt that the relic was designed to uplift alien species. Now, this is actually just a survey report from the Iron Fist. The crew are undecided what to do with the process of being uplifted. Means that we will be different from the rest of our species, both visibly and in mind. On the other hand, who knows what amazing discoveries and possibilities if we choose to be uplifted. So we activate, so this one here, we get plus 30 research. Progressivism goes up by 1. If we sell the relic, we get extra treasury, and traditionalism goes up. I think we need research. Let's go that way. So that was the Iron Fist in through there. That's now just finished what it was doing. Our influence is growing, which is good. Research complete, space doctrine. That's good. So we can now get frigates, choose new tech. And we might start to design fairly soon. We do have the subspace streaming, which is the only one that they're recommending. Orbital ship assembly. Allows for more effective starship construction. This leads to the battlecruiser doctrine. The capacity of plus 10%. That's interesting for me. I haven't found any subspace streams areas just yet, so I don't really need those. Allows us to convert uranium into raw production. again, I will eventually get it. Like we've got 1 Gerantium, no Promethium, no Thulium. I'm thinking this one, this will then allow us to then get the better attack ships. It's 5 turns. Let's just go and get it. Now the next one here, we've got another policy available to us. We've got the Heart of the Empire. We've got Starship specifications. We end up with more hit points but less manufacturing. That one's less income. Our income is actually pretty damn good. Not like the last game that we played. Professionalism. I like the idea of leveling up, because we've got so many special ships now. I like the idea of this, just to get the experience bonus of plus 50% while we're sort of doing things in space. That will then level up our ships really quite nicely. Land exploitation, yeah, we don't need that one. In coerced colonization, we won't do that either. Let's just go this way. Get professionalism. It sort of also then ties in with our loyalty trait, and brainstorming goes with our inspired trait. So we'll just keep on going that way, but we are behind in research because we haven't really done anything with research yet. But I think we'll do that back in here with Mapingo. I might start to name some of these once we sort of get these established. This one's still a little way off, actually. There were the pirates that were back over here as well. We're going to need to start to get some fleets just in with these different sort of ships. Yeah, these are all coming through. Let's micromanage this one in a little bit. Yep, so we've almost got that one now. Yep, we've got that one. One more, and then we get the next one as well. So we'll just go across. That should be enough. That's inside the nebula, where we've got lower movement. Would it matter if we're in the nebula? Probably not. It's slower for us to move through the nebulas. And we just want to be on just grabbing this one just ever so slightly. Another event, the Anvil this time. So your flagship detects an unusual energy signature coming from a nearby asteroid. Upon investigation, the crew finds a stable and potent energy source that can be harnessed to enhance the manufacturing of our planets. So this one here is we get +5 manufacturing to all our worlds for 15 months. That's actually very, very good. That is good. That's going to allow us to then start to really build. We've got a lot of planets. I can grab myself another. I want to get one more. Now this one here has got. It's only got 2 there. Do I start to think about other planets in here at this stage? We've got Chavira. We've got Elder Sit with 3. Mapingo, this one here is really going to have to be our planet that we use. It's a paradise world, which means it sort of has got like a bit of everything. We can definitely make, that's the core world capital. We can definitely start to do things with research. So what else do we have? We've got Razor's Lift, Beacon of Babylon, Eyes of the Universe. This gives us +3 level to research for adjacencies. Heritage Centre back in through there. Now, what do we need for that one? We need to have 3 Promethean. So we'll get that soon enough. Cannot build not enough harmony crystals. This is the Beacon of Babylon. This one gives us influence. This one here gives us manufacturing, which I don't really need. This is a galactic achievement, as is the Eyes of the Universe. So we're going to have to try to rush for that one eventually. We're still building up different things like the supply depot coming in 1 turn. I'm going to have to start to get some research in through here, I think. Just get a research district. Just get both of these working, queued up. So that's done. So we'll have to make this into a research world. I think I'll actually name it now, rename it. Which is named where? I always get this one a bit wrong. Oh, hang on, that's right, we do it down in here. So this will be, I'll call this one Beaker, just so we know it's like a research planet. That'll do. So Beaker will be that particular planet, an important planet for us. So we're going to sort of use that as our main research world, and we'll have to start to specialize some of these other worlds out at some other point. So we're doing okay there. We'll end our turn here, I think. So we've got a lot of these guys now sort of heading out. That's the Independence. Don't know where those space monsters ended up. Okay, that gets the Promethean. And next turn we'll get that one. Alright, that's that one, and then this one over through here. That gets all three. If I go one more, that's actually still in the nebula. This is outside the nebula. I don't know if the nebula does anything else. It just reduces the movement, which I don't think matters that much. Let's just set it up in here. So we'll go and construct starbase at this location, and this is going to be a mining starbase, dedicated starbase to mining nearby strategic resources. Done. Our first Illyrium mine. So an unnatural glow fills the mining ship as it draws in the first batch of mysterious substance, Illyrium. It is a material that seems to amplify high-energy systems. It is vital for high-energy beam weapons and certain domestic applications. Oh, yeah, so that's where we are. Alright, so this one in here. I'm basically mining 0.3 Illyrium per turn. Now we can go and grab mining drones, which will then chew up one of our modules and then give us extra mining of a plus 0.1. So we're going to double our Illyrium mining operations. Now, if we've got Techopod hives, we can then also go and do a mining, the mining module, which is what I want. And I think I've got a Techopod area somewhere, but that's all we can do at this stage. So we've got that one now established. So mining drones, so we're now getting 0.2. So the Illyrium will start to flow from there. That will be good. Other things we need to now go and do. We'll just go back to the summaries. And the ship awaiting. So this is one of our picket ships, just a small fighter ship. What we want to do here is just go and place one of them either with the fleets. Now these do actually run at the same level as the other fleets, or at one of these worlds. I think I'm just going to go and place them at Chivera, at our sort of main worlds in through here. So that will be okay. An event. Okay, this is the Independence has now done a survey. So our flagship has discovered an artifact in the ancient precursors that appears to be a device of terraforming capabilities, seemingly able to upgrade a planet's class by an entire level. We should store it for future use or dismantle it for... Okay, we're going to secure the artifact. I don't care about doing this. I want this one because where I want it is actually back over here at our incredible world of Beaker. And so we're going to now use this artifact. So this is the chimeric biomass. This artifact produces mineral-rich with proto-matter. This matter will improve the class of any world used on it. So you get +2 usable tiles, +1 farming. So let's do it on Beaker. So it was 35. It's now should be a 37. Yeah, it's now a class 37 world. Now our home world is a class 29. So this is now by far the best world that we've come across, Beaker. Have a bit of a look at it, and we didn't get this one here, unfortunately. I was sort of hoping that we'd pick up an extra slot there. We picked up one over here, extra planes, but not there. I had fingers crossed. I was hoping that would actually come good. We will be able to get that though. Don't know where the other one actually came in as well. Got extra wealth. We do have good technology ultimately down through here. This will ultimately be quite a good place for tech. Manufacturing is now really thumping along, which is fantastic. So that's all going very, very well. Now the coordination beacon, this is just going to give us influence. It's a civilization achievement. not really the place for this one, but we have so much we can build on this particular world. So I'm happy enough with what we did there, but maybe I should have put that on a different world. There's the Independence right there. That one's got a speed or move of only 3 at this stage. That's interesting. Oh, sorry, that's theirs. That's their ship. Okay, we'll end our turn here. Actually, that's one of their ships. Or is it one of ours? It's one of ours, but it's got the symbol of one of theirs. Is it the same class? It looks like it is. Yeah, it looks like we've picked that one up from them. So they're getting friendly with us. I hope. Got another one of these now at Aurora Prime. This is the Picket 2. So what we'll do in through here is we'll send that one across to here. Now we possibly will be attacked by pirates at some stage while we're doing all of this. Chavira 2, yes, we will colonize. So an ancient precursor race seems to have once inhabited Chavira 2. They left behind a cloud of Durantium asteroids that are now orbiting the world. We'll be able to use these to increase the efficiency of the mass drivers on our ships. However, we may also be able to use the ready source of Durantium for other purposes, which is what I want to do. I don't really want them for mass drivers. Mass drivers are only useful... They're sort of like machine guns, essentially, if you sort of think of them that way, in combat. They don't get to do deep space attacks, whereas the beam weapons and the missile weapons do. They can sort of fire at longer ranges. So these are sort of good in close. Yeah, so what are your orders? So use of Durantium to increase the production of the planet. We get +1 manufacturing, not really important to me at this stage. +1 armor rating to all ships. Okay, use of Durantium to increase the armor efficiency of all of our ships. That's not bad. Or use of Durantium to focus... Yeah, so this is the kinetic attack to all ships, basically. You get +1 kinetic attack. I think I'm going to go with the armor rating. So armor is quite important, and so that's a good find for us. So that's Chavira 2. Now we haven't settled. We haven't put anyone in charge of any of these planets, so we have a bit of a look again at our ships. Do we have any other? We have one more colony ship, which is going out to here. Let's wait till we get this one. Now that is a sniper, which is coming in close. Oh, geez, okay. Well, we're in a bit of trouble here. Now, how far do they move? There's 2 ships there. Let's have a look and see. We've got two sniper ships. Now, they move at 2. Ours moves at 5. And we've already moved, unfortunately. Alright, now that's an asteroid miner coming in from there. We've got nothing that can protect this colony ship. Oh, what a bugger. What a bugger. We're not going to survive this. Yeah, more snipers out here. So we've got to protect this. Oh, God, what could I have done? I'm going to lose that particular colonist, which is actually a big deal. This is him here. These were they're low level, 4436 in terms of intelligence, social diligence, and resolve. But that's a yeah. I don't think we're not going to make it, unfortunately. So we do actually have military ships on the way, but they're a long way off. It's only got 5 moves. That particular ship, that would be able to take care of them. All of my ships are in here. None of them really helping much. This one here can now become a, well, there's nothing much we can do about it. Construct starbase. That is a shame. This one's going to be another mining starbase. We construct. And, yep, so this is now we're getting our first Promethean, and we're also going to be getting our first other one as well. What was it? The antimatter. So, embark on a journey through the stars to reveal the top 5 galactic civilizations of the most colonized worlds. We're at the top. The Taurians are coming second. So they're actually doing fairly well in this system as well. I think we're going to have to go to war with them at some point. We'll close that one off. Our first antimatter mine as well. So the first of our antimatter mining probes, a little more than an engine with a scoop, returns with from the perimeter of a black hole with its precious cargo. The antimatter is collected. It will soon be used to deploy advanced weapons and power generating systems. So it's going to take us a while to get these. We'll just go and we've got plus 0.1 of each of these coming through. Let's just go and up this to 0.2s. There we are. Done. Now, I'm not sure where we've got techopods. I thought we'd seen that somewhere in the playthrough. Orbital ship assembly. So research complete. This is good. This one is an important stepping stone. Like we can get battle cruisers straight away. These are big. These are big and important. Artificial gravity. We get the movement speed goes up as well. Let's have a look at the library or the navigator and just see where we actually are. So the artificial gravity is going to improve it by 1. We've got the... we do want to get asteroid mining at some point. Star bases, we've got that one through there. Colonization. Research districts, we haven't even got this one yet. Or this one here. This one does open up the space elevators, which we do want to end up there. This is well, we probably wait until we can get those. Yeah, we've actually been able to skip all the way to here. And really, at this point in time, that sort of sets us up. That sets us up for the mid-game. By getting that now, we can then end up with a fleet that really can't be touched in the early part of the game. Now, we haven't got space weapons or defensive structures. Our balance is way, way off. Now, where do we get the ship that's going to then end up? We should be able to still get siege ships, I think. Yeah, this one leads to planetary invasion as such, but I think we can still do it, but with weaker ships. I forget where the other one comes. I know that there's been a lot of changes. So we've got armed shuttles. Actually, maybe it's actually turned off. Maybe they've changed it because I'm not seeing the siege ships anymore. I think we'll still go this way. I think we'll go that way. Just click on done. Yeah, we're starting to sort of now develop things up, which is good. Now this one here can level up. This is the Iron Fist, so we do actually, this is why we wanted to go with the experience. And so we can now do things like we've got a Durantium Forge, which gives it a kinetic attack of +2. This one doesn't have a kinetic attack though, or does it? What does this one actually have? It does already have a kinetic attack. Okay, well, in that case we can do that one there. That's going to make it even more powerful. So this one is the one, we had one ship that was basically just mucking around. But this one here, the kinetic attack is going to make it very, very strong. So the other ones are just, like, we don't have to do, like, it doesn't matter, but this one does cost us 1 Durantium, and we do actually have 1 Durantium at the moment. I think we'll do that. We'll upgrade. So we'll get that ship a bit more powerful. So that's good. Have the others upgraded at all? Not yet. I'm going to have to come out here with a ship to destroy the pirates. This is the Spotter, which is our flagship, which is a cruiser-style flagship. It's the closest one. But I'd prefer to have the others do their job. The Anvil is probably the one. 3 months remaining. I'll move that one across because we're going to need to get another colony ship if they do take us out here. Oh, hang on. They've moved off. They moved off. Why is that? Why did they not attack us? Not sure why they left us alone. Maybe it's because we've been leaving them alone. Well, count our blessings. We will count our blessings indeed. Okay, the Spotter survey report. So amongst the debris lies the remains of a precursor ship. Most of the systems are too ruined to salvage, but an adaptive defence system is still online and operational. It's a remarkable bit of technology capable of recalibrating its field emitters to defend against whatever incoming weapon systems it detects. Even better, it provides enough defensive cover to protect an entire fleet. The good news is that our engineers can use it as a ship upgrade. The bad news is that the adaptive system is beyond repair. Once the system sets, it will remain that way forever. So calibrated to defend the fleet from laser weapons, missiles, or kinetics. Lasers, I think, will probably be we get a free field generator ship upgrade. Free missile disruptor. Yeah, and then we've got the integrity field. It tends to be either missiles or lasers that end up doing the damage, and I think lasers tend to. So I'm going to grab this one here. Now that should end up being, oh hang on, that was which one was that? What was that ship? Which ship was it? I can't even think of what it was. I don't think it tells us. Our planets are under threat. Yeah, by these guys. Yeah, Pingo 3, we're on the way. We're on the way. Now we've got the ships, the planets. It wasn't the Anvil, was it? It wasn't the Iron Fist. So it was the Independence? Was that the one? I don't know if that was it. That may have been it. Maybe not. It wasn't the Anvil. I'm sure it wasn't the Anvil, and I'm sure it wasn't this one, the Iron Fist. Maybe, or was it the Iron Fist? Yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure. Okay, let's just leave it there. And I've got a fair few ships there now. We'll start to collect them into fleets fairly soon, to then go after different things. So we do actually have this one here, which does have a bit of attack. It will take some damage against the pirates. It's not the best ship against the pirates, unless we can sort of get some fleets together. We do actually have a ship in here. Maybe the pirates are coming after this particular ship in here. This picket ship. Here we go. Iron Fist has now done its survey as well. So your flagship captain reports the discovery of a lost cargo container floating in space. Blah, 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 blah. What do we get? Store the planetary broadcaster in the vault. So deciding to keep this device, you store the planetary broadcaster in your vault for future use, applying it to a planet that is struggling against foreign influence for best results. Or sell it for credits, for 400 credits. That basically means two governors. I think we'll do that. I think we'll get the money and run, because we now don't have to worry about going over here, for example, and choosing one of these two. So Chivera has got the Harmony crystals, which we do need. Chivera 2 has got Promethean, which we also need. So Chivera 3, let's go back in now, and with our recruitment. Oh wow, this guy is good. 10, 8, 9. Very high social. 8, 6, 5 as well. With good, this one's good research. But pretty bad at the others. This one's got good research all the way around, actually. This one's pretty well rounded. So let's go and grab you and you. And if we just go to the governors of the different worlds, actually we've got 3 worlds. We've got Chivera 2. It's not going to tell us exactly what these are. Eldritch 2 over through there, and Chivera 3. And I think all 3 of these could actually make good use of this. Now, we do actually have a Beaker. Yeah, this guy here has got very, very good intelligence. So he's actually doing well there. So he will be a good addition. Like, he's good to keep there. We're getting plus 18% research with him. Of course, Aurelia Starblaze, our actual character, is doing incredibly well back over this other side. The other planets, though, don't really matter that much. Now, we do have to get good mining. So the Diligence, manufacturing-based worlds, and Resolve is going to be more for planetary resistance. So this is probably more important for production-type planets, which Elder Sitch I don't think is. Let's just click on Done for a second. Have a look at Elder Sitch. This is, I think this has got harmony crystals as well. Yeah, it does. So it's got plus 30% pollution. It does actually have a Promethean refinery world. Well, I think we'll have to put someone good in there, actually. So let's go across. You know, I think all three worlds are going to... How are we going in here? We still got, yeah, we've still got one more turn before we get into here. This one's got the precursor nanites. I mean, ultimately, I'm probably going to need to have governors in all of these worlds, because that's, again, that's who we are. That's what we do. This one here with the harmony crystals as opposed to the gerantium and Promethean, as opposed to the Promethean refinery. I think I'm going to go that way with my better production guy. So let's just go back into the characters again. So production is 8 there. And if we go back to recruitment, I've got another 6 there as well. I might grab him now. Let's do it. Okay, governors. So Elder Sitch is going to have high production, which is going to be Erator Drogor in that world. We'll come back to these worlds in just a minute, now that we're sort of taking them over and making them into core worlds. Chavira 3 and Chavira 2. Well, Chavira 2, this has got a class 22, but this one here has got the other production. So let's go with more production there. And then we'll just hedge our bets with him for the other world and sort of see how we end up going. So Alakine Coin has now gone into the other location. We'll just click on Done. And we'll call it quits after this, so we can just go back in, have a quick look at the actual planet itself. So we have the core world capital now, we can go in place. Now we do actually have +3 wealth, so there's a lot of wealth there. There's not a real lot on this world. The thing we have is the Promethean refinery. So Promethean of 0.1 is still in working order. Now I don't think we have to, we don't have to do anything with that. It's already just building away, which is good. The grasslands there, now this one will give us just Promethean. There's no extras. If we add that into there, actually there is extras in there. It is extras, but at what? Does it make it 0.2? Maybe make it 0.2 by bringing that one across. We're then going to get wealth extras. We're going to get influence as well. Then we have the harmony crystal deposit. We do need to build an extractor there. So these resonate with a gentle hum. And so this is another one where we can get extra mining. We can go there as well, but we don't pick up much. We've got deserts, we've got plains, and then we've got frozen lakes with a bit of research. This one here, it's really bad with our population cap, so I really do need to go into one of these 4 locations that give me +1 population. So if I go to there, I'm at least going to be able to get double population. Let's just try that and see how that works. Yeah, we're up to 3 actually there. So the Promethean refinery, if we have a look at it, is doing what? You still need 0.1. Look, I'll still keep it there. I'll keep it there. We've got +3 to research there, which would be nice. And then we've got the coordinated beacon. The planetary generator is going to be the manufacturing. Now, we've got the supply depot as well. These sort of work together. We get a +1 there. I mean, the research would be good back over that way as well. We get the +1, +2 there. Let's just go this way up. And then let's go and get the harmony crystals as well. So we'll start to sort of get those built. Just click on Done. So that's Elder Sitch. And then we had back over here at Chavira. Which one was it? This one here, Chavira 2. So this one here has got the Promethean stone, so +1, +2 to wealth, and we can get the stone extractor, which will give us a bit of Promethean from there as well, which will be valuable. We also have the gerantium cloud. So this one here, we automatically are getting like a 0.1 gerantium from that cloud, which is good stuff. Now, this is a nice spot. Very nice spot, because we can then get the Corewell project, get the extra population there as well to make up for the poor population growth. So it sort of then goes in that way. Then we've got the planetary generator, which will then give me a +2 there. Now that's going to be -1 to manufacturing, unfortunately. Let's just start there and figure things out. We've got 3 research into here as well that are all very, very close. This one's not a bad research world. It's not worthy of being a research capital, but it isn't bad. Not bad at all. So I'm thinking that we end up with this back over here, just to boost them, each of those. And then back over here, we'll just start to then get research districts. Yeah, we get +2 to wealth generation there. We'll just go back this way and just get more research districts there ultimately. All right, that will do us. Just click on done. Eventually, we're going to get Chivara 3 across as well. But we have to just make our choice. I can still almost afford, but I don't have any more people left. This one here, yep, next level. Don't know why they left us. Why did they do that? Now we don't have anything over here at Eldritch, so I'll go this way. We'll end our turn. So these are all now moving out. It looks like they're heading up towards Beaker to take on this fighter. We'll see what happens. Anyway, we can grab Mapingo 3 now. Yes. So, a new source of subterranean water has been discovered on Mapingo 3. If accessed, it could dramatically help the colony. The water could be used for boost food production or even just people's quality of life. Baths might be possible again, for example. What are your orders? Discontinue the colony's water restrictions and let the people enjoy it. So we get +10 improvement. Egalitarianism is not important to us. Don't be wasteful. So this one is progressivism increases to 2. We do get +1 farming there, which is not bad. Direct all the water to irrigate the fields or allow the local gangs to control the water supply in exchange for a kickback. Nihilism, we don't really want to go that way. We do get 600 in treasury, but that's not important to us. This is actually more what we would then do, I think. That's more thematic for us. So if everything does go up there a little bit. Now we do have the precursor nanites, and I'm thinking I might still grab this one now as the colony with the next governor. Now our recruitment is turned off at the moment. We don't actually have any more of those coming just yet. So we'll just go back into the governors, and this is Mapingo 3, which is going to be essentially a farming world, I think. So let's have a look and see how we go. Unfortunately, the diligence is low. Click on done. And actually, with the last one that we've got here, this is technology +2. We now know that this one has to be this world. So we're going to use this on Beaker, just to improve the research again. I should have done that a few turns ago when we had sort of made up our mind about that one. Okay, back in here. Yeah, cultural progression. I can get individualism now. So we've got independence, like either one of these two, self-determinism. Although I'm thinking, no, I'm still not ready yet for the extra ships, which is egalitarianism. 3 colony ships. Iron Fist. We don't need that either at this stage. So with this one here, private property rights. So this one will unlock the entrepreneur specialization and +1 orbital upgrade slot for every planet, which we're not using yet. Actually, I've got to make use of those. I've got to start to spend more wisely. 3 leaders join us, +3 to all stats. Perfect for us. So grab that one absolutely. Done. So we now have 3 more leaders, which have now just come in. And so we don't need to do any recruitment. Looking at the time. Oh, wow. I'm way over time, guys. I'm going to leave it here, and then we'll come back and decide what to do with these guys in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you then.